Okay, cool. And we got long roller crew today. So start by just holding your roller sideways. Take a couple more of those little twists. To get a sense of the roller in your hands. Nice. Take one more little twist side to side, and then bring it to center. Press into the ends of the rollers. Feel your armpit chest get engaged, and then relax. Press like you're trying to crush the roller in on itself, and then release. Press, and then release. Now put a little press, so not an extreme press, but keep it engaged. Lift your arms up and overhead. Keep that press as you lower your arms back down. Press into the ends of the rollers. Lift your arms up and overhead. Keep that press, lower your arms down. Nice, one more just like that. Press and reach up. Press as you lower it down. Wonderful. And then take your hands and just rearrange them so they're on the top of the roller. And we're just gonna do a couple little bends in the knees. As you press the roller down, you're gonna bend your knees, press into the roller, roll it down toward your knees, press into the roller, bring it back up. Press into the roller, roll it down toward your knees. Press into the roller and roll back up. Nice, one more just like that. Press into the roller, bring it back up. Awesome, and then we're gonna press into the roller. Keep a little soft micro bend in your knees. You're gonna walk the roller down. You're gonna be careful as you walk over your knees, so you're not putting a lot of pressure on your knees. Walk it all the way down to the ground, and then leave that roller on the ground. Rise back up with control, hands on your hips, right foot on the roller, and just start to roll the bottom of your foot. Beautiful. Just turn the knee out, find the blade edge of your foot, and roll the blade edge from the pinky toe to the edge of your heel. Awesome. And then turn the knee in, find your instep, and might be a shorter range of motion. Roll your instep. Nice. And then come back to center, or that more neutral position of your foot, and then a gentle soft roll one last time. Lovely. Set that foot down, switch to the other side. Left foot steps onto the roller, and a nice soft roll toe to heel. Nice. And then turn the knee out, find the blade edge of your foot, and roll up and down. Beautiful. And then turn the knee in, find the instep of the foot, and maybe a shorter, softer roll there. Awesome. And then bring it back to center. Couple of soft rolls to the bottom of the foot. Beautiful. And then set that foot down, both feet on the ground. Take a nice big breath. Reach the arms up and overhead. Bend your knees a little bit, hinge from your waist, fold forward. Find the roller with your hands. And then we're going to take a couple of bends and straightens of the legs. So bend your knees, maybe tuck them into your chest, and then let your head drop down as you lift your butt up and straighten your legs just as much as feels good. Bend your knees. Push your butt up, let your head drop down. One more just like that. Bend your knees. Push your butt up and let your head drop down. Beautiful. And then from here, nice and easy, take it down into a tabletop position. Move right into a cat-cow here. So wrists under the shoulders, knees under the hips. Inhale, drop your belly, lift your chest, lift your tail. Exhale, round your back. Inhale, drop your belly. Exhale, round your back. One more just like that. Inhale, drop your belly. Exhale, round your back. Nice. Neutral spine, take it into your puppy pose or heart melting pose. We walk that roller forward. A nice long reach through the arms. Try to arrange it so your hips are fairly in line with your knees. And then let your head and your chest drop down. Take one more breath. And then with control, pull your abdominal muscles up and in, walk that roller in, and then we're going to start to roll the fingertips, the palms out to the wrists and the forearms. So you're going to reposition the roller so that you get a good range of motion, take it to the fingertips, and then all the way out to the elbows. Nice. One more in and out, just like that. And then when you pull it back in, we're going to flip the palms. So palms are going to be facing up towards the ceiling. We'll roll the backs of the hands all the way out to the elbows. Nice. One more out and in. And then you're going to sit yourself back just slightly. So your weight's going to be a little bit back in your heels. And then you're going to place the right forearm onto the roller, palm facing up. Other hand is going to stack on top of your forearm. You're going to put a little bit of a press and roll the forearm out. Awesome. One more roll in and out. And then we're going to switch to the other side. So left hand is going to come onto the roller, palm facing up. Right hand is going to stack on top of the inside of the forearm. And then you're just rolling in and out, applying just that little bit of pressure with your hand. Beautiful. One more roll in and out there. And then reposition yourself. We're going to pick the butt up just a little bit. So now your elbows are going to come slightly over the top edge of the roller. And you're just going to start to move your whole body so that you can roll out the backs of the arms. So your butt's going to lift up and away, and then butt's going to pull back to the heels. And you're just going to let the elbows dip over the edge of the roller and then pull yourself back in with control. Nice. Take one more roll in and out. And then we're going to lift on up, reposition the roller so that it's going to come under the hip bones. We're going to support our weight with our knees and our elbows and forearms. So we're going to let our hip bones find the roller, but then we're going to keep most of the weight off of the roller. We just want to find that location to start. Elbows and forearms down, knees on the ground. Start to roll slightly to the right, and then start to roll slightly to the left. So mostly we're just finding position here. There's probably not a lot of massaging action going on, but we just want to find that alignment of the hip bones. Make sure your hip bones are lined up with the roller. And now the next time you roll over to the right, you're going to let your knee stay down on the ground. Your right elbow and forearm are going to stay down. And then you're just going to find a gentle rolling position here. So it's not a big grand movement because we're up in that sort of delicate area. It might feel intense. So you always have the option to lift off just as much as you can control. Lovely. Take one more little roll up and down here, and then roll yourself back to center. Realign yourself so those hip bones are in line with the roller, but most of the weight is off. Your knees and your elbows and forearms are supporting. Once you've got yourself lined up, roll over to the left, and then let your elbow and your feet help support this. And then find that gentle roll up and down. Does not need to be a big maneuver, and it might be intense. So allow your legs and your arm to do most of the heavy lifting so that you're only putting as much pressure on as feels good to you. Nice. One more roll up and down. Bring yourself back to center, and then we're just going to lift the hips slightly away so that we can move the roller down to find the tops of the thighs. Once you've got the tops of the thighs on the roller, toes to the ground, elbows and forearms down, and you're just going to let your toes drag as you pull yourself forward and back. Nice big range of motion here, working a big area of the thighs if you can. Super. And then the next time you come to where the bottom range of that roll is that you're working right there, you're going to pause, bend your knees, lift your heels up, and take a couple swishes of the heels side to side. Keep a little firmness in your belly so that your low back feels supported, and a little bit of a broadness in the shoulders, so shoulders are helping support your core. Awesome. One more little swish of the knees side to side, and then lower your toes back down to the ground. Reposition your roller if you need to. We're just going to make sure we cover all the ground of the thighs. So we're just going to make sure we get the lower half of the thighs worked as well. Nice, big, generous roll up and down, covering as much ground as you can. The thigh roll always makes me be like, woohoo, yeehaw. I feel like I'm making big movements here. Take one more roll up and down, and then you're going to find the bottom of that roll, or fairly close to where the thighs meet the knees. We're going to stay off the knee joint, belly firm, shoulders braced, bend your knees, Gentle swish of the heels side to side. Make sure your belly stays in control so you're not collapsing in your low back. Awesome. One more little swish of those heels side to side. And then as you come back to center, float your toes down, push your way up into a tabletop position. We're going to slide the roller over to one side so we get one shin on the roller. So walk yourself in any way that works for you. We're going to turn the toes out slightly, knee out slightly, finding the inside of your shin. So that muscle that runs along the inside of the shin bone, and then just pull your knee up and then reach it out long. Nice. And then rearrange yourself as needed. So you're going to turn the knee more in an even position or a knee lined up with the hip, and then roll the outer side of the shin bone. Nice. One more roll up and down. And then set that leg off and reposition the roller to the other side. So just slide it across, find your tabletop position again, placing that inside shin on the roller. So it's a slight turn out. So you find that inside muscle, and then just pull the knee up and then push the knee away. Beautiful. One more in and out. And then reposition as needed so that you can find that outer muscle of the shin and then bring it back in so that the knee comes in towards the elbow and then push the heel away. Nice. One more in and out there. Beautiful. And then step your leg off. We're going to sit back on our butt and swing the roller out so it's in front of you in a long position. Now you're going to take your right leg in a turned out position. So you're going to find the side of the calf, and then your left leg is going to be in whatever position feels the best to you. Once you've got that leg on the roller, it's just going to be a little in and out. So it might move at a slight bit of an angle, and I'll turn both ways just so you can make sure you see what I've got going on here. So I'm in a little bit of a zigzag seat. I've stacked my right leg over the roller. So I'm finding the outer side of the calf and just rolling. Nice. Take one more good roll in and out. And then when you're ready, step that leg off, reposition so you find it the other way. So maybe you come into a zigzag seat and you step the left leg on top. And then once you've got that outside of the calf on the roller, find that in and out maneuver. Beautiful. Give one more in and out there. And then step your leg off. We're going to move the roller on so that it can come into the long position. And we're going to sit our butt onto the roller. So hop your butt up onto the edge of the roller and then start to find your way down with control. So just make sure it's under the tailbone. Softly lower your spine onto the roller, and then give a second to just kind of scoot your butt around. Make sure that the roller is running down the length of the spine and everything feels like it's in a good position. Once you've got your way there, just for a moment here, take your arms out nice and wide at a T, palms facing up, and you're just going to let the backs of the hands get super heavy into the earth. Feel your shoulder blades kind of snuggling around the roller. Check with your head and neck position. So there might be a slight little tuck of the chin, like you're making a little semi double chin there. And then just take like 3 nice deep breaths here. Cool. Now feet are going to be about hip width distance apart, feet nice and firmly planted into the earth. Almost imagine that you're pressing your feet down so you feel your legs get a little bit engaged. And then we're going to take the hands and hug them in towards each other. So with a little soft bend in the elbows, let your fingertips touch, and then open your arms out nice and wide. Keep yourself stable on the roller. Bring the hands in towards each other, let the fingertips touch, and then open the arms out nice and wide. Feel your legs engaged and your belly button pressing towards your roller. Pull the hands in, reach your arms out. 2 more just like that. Pull the hands in, and reach your arms out. Nice. Last one here. Pull the hands in. Reach your arms out, and now we're going to take it into some arm circles. So you're going to circle your arms up and overhead. Big reach up straight from the chest, and then arms are going to circle towards the hips. So now we just got some big giant circles of the arms going in a nice wide configuration. Legs are actively helping support your stability on the roller. So you feel a little bit of engagement in your center, belly button pulling towards the spine, and legs slightly engaged, feet pressing into the earth. Awesome. Take one more circle around in this direction. If you lose stability at any point, you always have the option to curl up the head and neck so that it might keep you a little bit more balanced. So if you need that little extra support, just pick your head up. Now switch your circles and circle your arms the other way. Nice. One more big circle around. And then take it into some snow angel arms. So palms facing up, and just imagine you're making a snow angel. So your arms are just going to be swinging out nice and wide, out away from the side of the body, up and overhead, and then back down towards your hips. Beautiful. One more swing of the arms up and down. And then we're going to pull those arms back in front of the chest, straight out from the shoulders, palms facing in towards each other. We're going to pull the shoulder blades down into the roller. Imagine you're trying to crush or squeeze the roller with your shoulder blades, and then reach your fingertips up towards the ceiling and let your shoulders round away from the roller. Pull the shoulder blades down, get that little squeeze, reach the fingertips up, shoulders round. Pull the shoulder blades down and squeeze. Lift the fingertips up, shoulders round. Pull the shoulder blades down and lift up. Nice. One more just like that. Pull the shoulder blades down, lift and round up. Beautiful. And then release your hands to a fairly neutral position. Just let them touch down on the ground. Walk your feet in so they're hip width distance apart, and alternate your toe taps. One knee is going to lift and lower down, and then the other side. We want to find that hip hinge. So we want to make sure that the work is coming from our core and our hip flexor muscles, and we're not bending the knee and then flicking the foot back down. So we're picking the thigh up away from the ground and then keeping that 90-degree bend as we lower the foot back down. Beautiful, you guys. Take one more time each side. Nice. And then just brace your fingers on the ground, pull your right knee up into that tabletop position, firm your belly down towards the roller, pick the left knee up to meet. If you can keep this upright position, now we're going to take our alternating toe taps with the feet staying lifted away from the floor. Again, we want to maintain that 90-degree bend with the legs. So it's mostly the movement of the thigh moving away from the chest and then pulling back up. Beautiful. Take one more time each side, or even yourself out. And then set both feet back down onto the ground with control. Roll off of your roller onto one side, come off with a little bit of control. From here, we're going to just bend our knees, stack the roller underneath the thighs, lower yourself down onto your back, pick your butt up, move that roller underneath your hip bones, underneath your tailbone. So it's under that nice broad structure, and it's got lots of support. Take a second here to just kind of wiggle out your tush, make sure your feet feel in a good position, and then just let your arms rest in a comfortable position. And we're going to take 3 nice deep breaths here, no efforting. Let the breath do the work for you. Hips are soft and heavy, belly is nice and soft, shoulder heads relaxing down. One more breath. Awesome. Hands are going to find the ends of the rollers just to keep the roller in place. We're going to pick the knees up, hug the inner thighs slightly in towards each other. Knees are going to drop in towards the chest. We're going to keep the inner thighs kind of squeezed in towards each other, but not too much efforting. We just want to find a nice tight position. And then you're just going to start to draw your knees in circles, go in one direction. Just make sure that this feels safe through the sacrum. We want to make sure that we're under that, still under that pelvic bone, and that we're not in the low back area. Cool. Take one more circle in this direction and then circle the other way. Beautiful. One more circle in this direction. And then as you bring it back to center, right hand's going to reach up, hold on to the right knee, send your left leg nice and long. Let your left heel find the floor if it can. Take 3 nice deep breaths. Release your grab from your right knee, hold on to the end of the roller, slide your left leg in, reach your left hand up, grab your left knee, slide your right leg nice and long. Let your heel find the floor if it can. Feel that length through the front of that right hip, and then just take 3 nice deep breaths here. Beautiful. Let go of that grab from the left knee. Hold on to the end of your roller. Slide your right leg in. We're going to send both feet up towards the ceiling. Once you've got your way there, just make sure the roller feels safe and positioned well underneath you, and take a couple of points and flex of your feet. Nice. Take 1 or 2 more points and flex the feet. And then when you're ready, float your feet back down to the ground. We're going to reposition the roller so that it's going to come up and underneath our shoulders. So find your way there in the best way that works for you. Maybe you lift up and then reposition the roller all together. If you decide to just rock and roll onto it, then just make sure you're keeping your low back protected. Once you've got your placement, roller underneath the shoulder blades, hands behind the head. Inhale to lean back. Exhale to come back up. Inhale to lean back. Exhale to come up. Inhale, lean back. Exhale to come up. Nice. 2 more just like that. Beautiful. And then if you like it, take a back bend here. Let your head and your chest drop back just to the point that you can control. You should still feel fairly comfortable in your breath, and you can let your hands support your head. Nice. When you're ready, pull your abdominal muscles towards your spine, lift yourself back up with control, lift your butt up, and then start to roll the shoulders. Take it from the bottom of the shoulder blades all the way to the tops of the shoulders. Find that big, generous movement here. Take one more big roll up and down. And then we're going to get ourselves positioned so we can place the roller underneath the head. So you're going to lower your butt down, rearrange yourself in any way that you like so the roller is underneath your head like a pillow, and it's under the skull bone, not on the soft bones of the neck. Once you've got the roller in place, just start to turn your head side to side. Arms can be out wherever is the most comfortable. The next time your head turns to the right, stay there and take a nice little nod up and down with your head. Beautiful. One more nod up and down. And then we take our head, turn it to the other side, and then stay there and nod your head up and down if it feels good. Nice. Take one or two more little rolls of the head side to side just to kind of soothe it all out. Great. And then when you're ready, you're going to roll onto one side. So think fetal position and then press your way up so that we can find our mermaid or our zigzag seat. So zigzag your legs, roller out to the side, hand on the roller. We're going to roll out, take a big reach with that top hand, lift up and take a little counter stretch. Hand to the roller, roll out with control. So we engage the muscles in the side body to pull ourselves back up and then lean out, take a counter stretch. Beautiful. One more just like that. Nice. Lift yourself back up. We're going to rotate both hands on the roller. Walk yourself out to a depth that feels good to you. Take a nice big breath. Beautiful. And then pull it all back up and in. Move your roller over onto the other side. Switch the seat. So you just switch around your legs to find that zigzag position to the other side. Once you've got yourself in place, hand on the roller, and we roll it out and pull it back up. Take that little counter stretch. Nice. Roll it out and pull it up. Take that counter stretch. Beautiful. One more just like that. Awesome. Both hands onto the roller, rotate to the side, walk it out just as far as you like, and then take a nice big breath. Cool. And then pull that roller back up and in. We're going to pop ourselves into a tabletop position. Big toes together, knees are going to come out super wide. You're going to pull your butt back to your heels, move the roller on in, and then place your forehead on the roller. If you're wearing glasses, my recommendation, put them off to the side so they're somewhere safe. And then walk that roller in, find either that third eye center or your forehead, and then just lower your head onto the roller and take a couple of gentle turns side to side with your head. Reposition if you like. If you were working the third eye, maybe move up to the forehead. If you were working the forehead, maybe move to that space between your eyebrows. Beautiful. Take one more turn of the head side to side. And then as you bring it back to center, lift your head up. If you were wearing glasses, put them back on. And then from here, we're going to walk our roller forward, lift your butt up, curl your toes under, take it into a down dog position. You're going to lift your hips up nice and high. And then find that upside down V, just as far as you like. Make sure the roller is secure underneath you. Take one nice big breath, and then you're going to soften your knees, walk the roller in, and we're going to steamroll the tops of the feet. So a gentle press as we press into the tops of the feet, up to the ankles, and then back down to the toes. Nice. Take one more little steamroll of the feet. And then with the roller off of your feet, off of your toes, toe heel your feet so they're about hip width distance apart. We're going to take a couple of bends and straightens of the legs. So bend your knees. And then as you lift your butt up, head drops down. Notice how the backs of your legs feel now. Bend your knees. And then butt lifts up, head drops down. Nice. One more just like that. Bend your knees. Lift your butt up, head drops down. Beautiful. And then soft bend in the knees, pull the abdominal muscles in, roll all the way up to a standing position. Take a couple of good shrugs through your shoulders. Ooh, you guys did good work today. You guys are amazing. I love you guys.